Hey, just doing my job here.
So, John, what happened out there?
Listen, great defensive effort. You hold a team like Penn State 3 goals in the first half, and 8 total. That's a good day. They're a really talented offense, good at the faceoff, acts good everywhere. Obviously, 6 goals, like that's just not going to win a lot of games. And when we've struggled, we just haven't put the ball in the back of the net. I think we hit like 3 pipes or so. So definitely, kind of look at what we're doing, how we're doing it, who we're doing it with. But unfortunately, just a terrific defensive effort, and just again to hold them to 8. I think most teams would be pretty happy.
What did you see? Their defensive midfield was really, really good at containing your Dodgers. What were they doing?
Yeah, they have good athletes. They're long, a couple of them. They're athletic. They do a good job of getting their hands on you. And a lot of times when we initiated our dodges, we unfortunately dodged really close, and they were able to get their hands on us. And when they get their hands on you, they do a nice job of kind of funneling you. So didn't do a great job of creating leverage. And again, that's a credit to them for defending us well and just kind of keeping themselves between us and the goal.
Yeah, throughout the game, a lot of failed clears, more than usual. Other kind of score under possessions, maybe the face-off circle, especially. What were you telling the team during that time, trying to make up for the lost possessions?
Yeah, I think early on we had 2 failed clears. One we tried to run out. The other one, for some reason the ball kind of died down here, and then the ball got deflected, so we lost those 2. I think we cleared the other 10. And then on the 10-man, I thought Pete actually had a good look at it, but their guys stepped in and made a good play, but the goal was open. So we tried to kind of reorganize what we were doing and re-emphasize it. And I thought the guys had a good plan. They kind of went away from it. I thought our guys did a pretty good job on the ride. We were able to get 3-4 back, either forcing them offside or just hustling and getting back. So I think 2 teams are scrapping and hustling and trying to find ways to get extra possessions.
John, I apologize for anybody's answer to this. Is there now concern about the possibility of not making the tournament?
Oh, I don't know. The paint's still drying here. I haven't thought about that. I just talked to our guys about, just stick together right now and like support each other. They're all hurting. That stuff will all get sorted out. Yeah, we put ourselves in a position where we'll just have to see what happens. We can control what we can control, and we didn't win enough games right now to say, hey, this is where we're going to be. So you're at kind of you're just going to have to sit back, watch, and see how things play out.
Coach, just to touch on the offense a little bit, I know when you guys have had longer scoring droughts this year, you've often described sort of the ball as getting sticky or dying in a certain area. Did you see more of that today?
At times a bit, and then other times just not getting out of each other's way, not getting the ball out fast enough. But again, part of that, you got to give credit to Penn State. They play good defense. They did a good job of extending us at times. We still ended up with, in a kind of a slugfest game with 5 more shots. I'm just not sure we got like as many quality shots. I think at times we might have settled for some low angle shots. You're kind of playing with fire there. You know what I mean? Like it's settled for a lot of low angle shots against good goalies. You're probably it's not going to work out as well as you like.
And then just a quick question.
Good to see you.
Just a quick question on the defense. The last time you guys played Penn State, obviously the first 15, 16, 17 minutes, they were all over your man defense, and you guys adjusted to a zone. What was the biggest adjustment that you guys did as far as your man defense to sort of limit Penn State's score?
I just think we had a little bit more comfortability. You play a team a second time. There's a little bit more familiarity with what they do. The personnel a little bit better. And obviously Jesse does a great job of preparing. So I thought those guys were pretty organized. They rotated well. And man, we had a couple that were super close. They had the one with 2 seconds left, one of the early goals. They throw inside. There's not much time in the shot clock. And then on that last one where 50 goes underneath, great move by him. We're inches away from stepping in the crease, but it's a game of inches. So again, with all that being said, our guys, I think we got the defensive effort we needed. Just needed to get a few more goals. So again, it's not lack of effort. Our kids care. They try. They're invested. And we just got to do a better job as coaches of helping them get there.
It's kind of been what you say about the scoring droughts. team, the offense will have games with 9, 10 goal scorers, kind of realize in the division that maybe you can push this, but then they'll have games like this. How would you kind of evaluate the offense's, I guess, inconsistent efforts on a regular basis?
Yeah, and I'd say inconsistent's probably a good word. Whether it's quarter to quarter, half to half, game to game, we've just been inconsistent. We were a little bit better with the turnovers today. I think we had 12, which that's not a bad number. Now, it was a slower game because I think both teams had long possessions. But still, that's a better number for us. But definitely, again, we're just putting a lot of pressure on our defense, scoring 1 goal in the first half, and just had a couple breakdowns. We kind of had a breakdown on a couple clears, which gave them opportunities. One, they got a goal when we just got it to 3-2. They get it to 4-2 with 28 scores. And it's just like it kind of steals the momentum back when we had just gotten it. And it's a game of momentum. You get a goal like that right out of the second half. It's like that's what you're hoping for.
And then coach just forced Penn State into 19 turnovers. What did you like about your team's defensive effort, especially early on in the first half?
Yeah, I thought the guys, they were flying around. They're communicating well, defending the picks well. They have really good players. They got some guys that can really shake you, super skilled. So, if you don't do a good job on the outside, they're going to, create leverage. And if you don't slide, they're going to shoot it. If you go too quickly and you don't cover the inside, they can carve you up inside. So really dangerous offense. Johnny Hawes, who's a Maryland alum, does a great job with their offense. But I thought our guys did a good job. They obviously kind of kept them down and gave us a chance. We just needed to come up with a few more goals.
Coach, just one quick question about X. You guys, have pretty much routinely dominated teams the whole season on faceoffs, but Penn State kind of get you both games, which is something most teams haven't really been able to do once. I'm just curious if there's something unique that they're able to do in the faceoff circle that most teams aren't able to do against you guys.
Multiple things. I think they got 2 really good guys. And I think they're both talented. They're very different styles, so that's a great thing to have, kind of like us. But I thought at times the wings were we were good, and then other times I thought their wings played well. I thought some of the last ones, which were kind of even, they had a couple good ones where they picked up. One, we didn't cover our back, we get it to within 1, and they get it, and 11 scores a big goal. They get another like that other one with 28 that are in transition. But just wing play at times I thought we did well, and other times their wing play did a good job. But they're good there. They have good athletes there, and I think they take a lot of pride in, just like us.
Jumping in late with obvious stuff, but offensively, I mean, it seemed like we've seen this a couple times before.
Yeah, just not 6 goals, just not good enough, So again, I got to do a better job of helping those guys and put them in the spots to win. So that's on me, and certainly that's something I got to look at the film and figure out what we're doing, and I got to do a better job of preparing the guys.
What are the next 48 hours like for you guys, and how much are you going to be scoreboard watching here?
I think for us, we'll go back to the hotel now. I got to clean up, check out. The big thing for our guys, I thought those guys played their asses off. I'm super proud of them. They're a great group of guys. So again, the biggest thing is support each other. I know the guys are down. And again, their effort was awesome. And the effort's not been a problem all year. These kids work their tails off, and they're great kids. So we'll clean up, make sure everybody's good, and then get home. And then, for the guys, they'll get back late. The rest of us, it's really out of our hands. So it just is what it is. I'm not a guy that's trying to root for anybody, because it's like Sundays in the fall. You have teams you pull for, but no one from their TV sets is going to make a difference. So it's kind of in God's hands. It's like whatever happens, and we just have to deal with the consequences, because we didn't do enough to kind of determine our own fate, and that's just the reality of it. And again, I'm the guy in charge, so that's on me for not putting those guys in that spot. So, and again, that's where the fault should it should go to me.
All right, thanks everyone.